Good morning, fellas, and welcome back to Me Plays Games, the show where looking at the screen is 100% optional. My name is Matt, and beating a video game blindfolded is an incredibly impressive feat. A few months ago here on the channel, I talked about the history of blindfolded records for the Rubik's Cube. That requires you to memorize about 20 pieces of information about the scramble, as well as at least 3 algorithms. But speedrunning a game without being able to see is on a whole nother level. With all the moving parts you have to take into account, it shouldn't come as a surprise that very few people decide to take on this challenge. If you go on speedrun.com, you'll see that there are only 5 runners on Super Mario Bros. Blindfolded leaderboard. At least that's how many there are as of writing this script. I wouldn't be surprised if a few other people gave it a try in the near future. Anyway, on October 20th, 2021, top Super Mario Bros. Speedrunner Niftski broke the record in the game's blindfolded category by nearly 40 seconds, lowering it from 9 minutes 5 seconds all the way down to 8:26 after only a couple weeks of grinding. This is an absolutely incredible achievement, so today we'll be going through the record and explaining everything that's going on as we go. Shoutouts to the man himself, Niftski, for helping me out with this video. A link to his channel is in the description. Go subscribe to him if you haven't already. Be sure to subscribe to this channel as well for more speedrunning and speed cubing content. Alright, let's get started. In a normal Super Mario Bros. Any% speedrun, you don't collect any power-ups. Because, you know, you're trying to go fast, and although it would be nice to have a fire flower, getting one just wastes way too much time, especially with how optimized the run has become. But in the blindfolded run, Niftski collects a mushroom in World 1-1 and a fire flower in 1-2. This is going to be important for several reasons later on, which we'll get to in due time. In World 1-1, Niftski hits this mushroom block and runs up against this pipe until he collects it. Then he makes his way to the warp pipe to take him to the end of the level. For the most part, Niftski is using the game's music to time things like jumps and fireballs. In 1-2, Niftski picks up the Fire Flower, and right off the bat we see 2 reasons why you need power-ups for this run. For the rest of the game, we'll see Niftski occasionally spam fireballs to see if he's up against a wall. Normally you're only able to throw 2 at a time, but if you can throw more without stopping, that means you're throwing them straight into a wall. Yup, we've got echolocation in a Mario game, you'll love to see it. Shortly afterwards, we see the second reason you need power-ups, getting on top of the level. Running across the top with virtually no obstacles is obviously safer, so Niftski breaks blocks to get up there, which is only possible as Super or Fire Mario. World 4-1 doesn't feature too many obstacles, since it's mostly about dodging spinies that Lakitu throws down from his cloud. But the next level is a different story. World 4-2 sees Niftski get on top of the level again for a little bit. He uses a glitch that allows you to get inside walls of brick blocks. To do the glitch, he runs forward until he hits this wall. At this point, the leftmost column of blocks is halfway off screen. By breaking 2 of the blocks, Niftski is able to jump into the gap he created and get inside the wall. After moving to the right for a bit, he breaks a few more blocks to get on top and makes his way to the pipe. It didn't occur to me until I watched this run a second time, but this is actually a wrong warp, the same one used in any% in fact. The difference is the method used in any% is much faster, since we don't have time for these block clipping shenanigans. But for now, let's take a look at what you need to do in the blindfolded category. In Super Mario Bros., only one exit zone that takes you to another room can be loaded at once. But World 4-2 has 2 of them in quick succession, an underground bonus room and an above ground warp zone. Under normal circumstances, you can get to the warp zone with a hidden vine and the bonus room with the pipe shortly after. But since the game can only have 1 exit zone loaded at a time, it'll actually decide which exit zone to send you to based on how far the screen has scrolled, as opposed to whether you took the vine or the pipe. The block clip glitch Niftski performed serves the purpose of moving Mario further right on the screen than he normally would be. So by the time he gets to the pipe, the above ground warp zone is still loaded, since the screen hasn't scrolled far enough to load the bonus coin room yet. Niftski takes the warp pipe straight to World 8. Before we move on to World 8, I wanted to mention that I'm looking for paid editing jobs. I've done my fair share of gaming and speedcubing videos, so if you need an editor or know somebody who does, reach out to me on Twitter or Discord. Just 8 days before breaking the world record, Niftski did his first blindfolded stream, where he grinded out attempts at World 8 for about 3 hours. He uploaded a video of him beating World 8 blind on YouTube, and that's when I decided I wanted to make a video about the blindfolded run. World 8-1 features a bunch of jumps onto platforms that are only 1 or 2 blocks wide. As you can see from this level, having the fire flower is also nice because, you know, it's the fire flower. You can throw fire and kill enemies with it. 5 stars, would recommend. Niftski also picks up a star and uses it to bowl over 10,000 enemies before it runs out. World 8-2 features a ton of careful movement. There's a lot of bullet bills throughout the level, and Niftski needs to keep his fire flower until the final level, so damage boosting isn't an option. Not gonna lie, when I saw him wait here, I thought he was gonna somehow go for the bullet bill glitch blindfolded. But nope, he just grabs the flag normally. World 8-3 features a bunch of hammer bros, which are the worst thing in the universe whether you can see or not. So I'm sure it won't shock you to your core to find out that for the most part, Niftski kills them from a safe distance with fireballs before moving forward. Alright, on to the final level. In the first room of World 8-4, there's a moving platform hovering over a pit of lava. To make sure he lands on it, Niftski is waiting for a specific music cue before he moves forward to spawn the platform. In the third room, he misses the pipe he's supposed to go into, but he turns around and spams fireballs to figure out that the pipe is behind him, so he's able to move on. In the final room, Niftski once again kills the hammer bro from a safe distance. Then, since he still has the fire flower, he can damage boost straight through Bowser and finish the run.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh, no way! No way! Yes, dude!
Real quick, check out this number above his face cam. Yup, this is just his 13th attempt at this category.
Oh my gosh, I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I did not just do that in 13 attempts. I'm done.
Incredible stuff. Well, that'll do it for this video. Leave a comment letting me know what other games I should look at on the show. Alright, good night fellas, sleep well.